Welcome back to Knox's YouTube channel. My name is Sean with Knox's Regiment of Artillery, a recreated artillery group recreating the Revolutionary War from 1775 to 1776. We're here today at the beautiful fort at number 4 in Charlestown, New Hampshire with our 3-pound field gun, our light 3-pound cannon, and we're going to take you through the process of how to fire, load, and fire this beautiful cannon. We now need to assemble our gun crew, so the order to do that is to instruct the men to assemble at the rear of the piece. Number 1 gun, fall in at the rear of the piece. On me. At this point, the gun captain, in this case a sergeant, will inspect the men to make sure that their kit is in good working order. The next command will be right about face, at which the 3 soldiers on the right will face about to the right, and the individual on the left, who serves as the powder handler, will stand fast. Right about face. Man the piece. Take up implements. At which point the front 2 pick up their tools or their implements or sidearms in which to serve and load the gun. Search the vent. Here the gunner uses his priming wire to make sure that the vent is free of any obstructions. He calls clear. Search the piece. The front left man holding the worm or the wad hook will search to make sure that there's nothing in the barrel. Clear. Advance the sponge. And then likewise we'll give a sponge to the bore to make sure there's no burning embers from any previous firing. Now that we know the gun is safe and ready to be loaded, we'll bring up some ammunition. Advance the cartridge. At this point, the powder handler will retrieve 1 round of ammunition. He'll place it in his leather carry box, which is a double flapped box, to protect the round from any flying embers as it's walked up to the front of the gun. When he reaches the front left man, the powder handler soundly places the round in the open palm of the front left man. The powder handler then returns to his post at the ammo box. As soon as the command is given to advance the cartridge, the front right man places the rammer on the face of the muzzle in preparation for loading. Load! On this command, the front left man briefly inspects the cartridge to make sure that it is intact and not broken, and orients it properly for loading into the barrel. Charge the piece! At which point the cartridge is rammed home in the barrel. Prick and prime! The gunner now inserts the priming wire down into the vent and into the cartridge. The pointed tip of the priming wire breaks open the top of the cartridge, exposing it to the vent. The gunner will then place a tube, which contains the priming black powder, into the vent, allowing the gun to be fired. The next step is to aim the piece before firing. Aim the piece! The powder handler joins the gun captain at the rear of the piece. The gun captain aims through his thumbs. The powder handler makes any adjustments. Set! When the gun captain is happy with the aiming, it is now time to fire. Prepare to fire! Fire! Search the vent! The gunner ensures that the vent is clear and then blocks it by using his thumb stall securely placed over the vent. The front left man searches and retrieves the remainder of the cartridge that was in the gun. Advance the sponge! And then the gun is wormed again, ensuring that all the embers are extinguished from the previous firing. And that is how you load and fire an 18th century cannon. We'll show it to you now in real time. Search the vent! Clear. Search the piece! Clear. Advance the sponge! Clear. Advance the cartridge! Load! Ram home cartridge. Prick and prime. Prepare to fire. Fire. Search the vent. Clear. Search the piece. Clear. Advance the sponge. One more time from a different angle. This will allow you to really see the action around the barrel. Search the vent.
Clear.
Search the piece.
Clear.
Advance the sponge.
Clear.
Advance the cartridge. Load. Ram down cartridge. Prick and prime.
Ready to fire.
Aim. Set. Prepare to fire. Fire. Search the vent.
Clear.
As you can see, it takes many steps to properly load and fire an 18th century cannon. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more, make sure to like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Find us on the web at www.knoxartillery.com or on Instagram at Knox_artillery. Thanks for watching.